Chamberlain, and I'm just going to go ahead and jump in and get started. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a wife and a mama to one. I'm a Beachbody coach and the founder of the Life Change Tribe, and I have been drinking Shakeology for the past year. So I wanted to just take a little bit of time this evening to share my story, how I got started with Shakeology, and what I've learned along the way to just relate to you and to share where I started and how far I've come, and just to answer some of those questions that I had in the beginning that I'm sure that most of you are wondering yourselves. So hopefully by the end of this, you'll have a better understanding of what Shakeology actually is and how it can benefit you, and have some of those questions answered. So to start my story, I honestly was a huge skeptic of Shakeology. I saw all of these coaches posting about the shake that they were drinking, and I rolled my eyes, looked the other way, and kept on scrolling. I felt like there was no way that it could be as good as they said it was. But then I got plugged into the 21-day fix after having my daughter, and I had really good results with the 21-day fix. But I got to a point where I kind of plateaued. I had started that program without Shakeology, was doing it on my own when I first got started, and I had done so well in the beginning, and then I just got to this point where I wasn't really losing any more weight, and I had about 5 pounds to go that I really wanted to just to get rid of, so that I could be comfortable and just be at the point where I wanted to be. And so I hesitantly started considering Shakeology. And if you, again, don't really know me, I am a huge research nerd. Even with the 21-day fix, before I committed to it, I looked at so many posts, so many transformation stories, and honestly, my husband was the one who just bit the bullet and got it for me. So with Shakeology, I did the same thing, because I really didn't understand what the benefit was, what it actually was, and why it was going to be beneficial in my wellness journey. So I did some research, and I'll share more of that with you as we go along. But I finally did decide to give it a go. And within a couple of days, I was already noticing a difference. So I was kind of biting my tongue because what I thought was not beneficial, was not going to make a difference for me, has made a huge difference in those first few days, and has made such a difference over the last year. And honestly, it's something that I have gotten my husband plugged into, my family. I'm such a huge proponent of Shakeology now, and that's really why I wanted to take the time to share with you too. Because if you don't understand something, then obviously don't buy into it. Don't invest in something if you don't really know what it is and know how it's going to benefit you. But Shakeology is one of those things that, without a doubt, I can say is going to benefit you. So let's go through a few of those questions that I asked initially, and just some of the research that I've done along the way, and the benefits that I have experienced and that you can expect to experience too if you decide that Shakeology is for you too. So one of the first things, or the main things, that I was skeptical about in the beginning was I really didn't think I needed a protein shake. I hadn't ever really drank a protein shake. My husband did, but I just thought to myself, Shakeology, it's just protein. That's not something that I need. I'm not trying to build a whole bunch of muscle. I don't need it. Well, in all reality, Shakeology is not just a protein shake. So for comparison, a protein shake contains basically 1 or 2 ingredients, and it's protein. It's designed to be used after a workout. And like I said, it just has those 1 or 2 ingredients. So it's just giving your body that protein so that you can recover from your workout. Shakeology, though, is the nutritional equivalent to 5 salads, and it's honestly designed to be used in the place of a meal or snack. So you can have it after your workout, but it's not designed as a post-workout supplement. It's designed as a meal replacement. And it actually, compared to a protein shake's 1 or 2 ingredients, has 70 ingredients, many of which are superfoods. And if you're not familiar with superfoods, those are really nutrient-rich foods that are phenomenal for your health. So basically the way that it's broken down in Shakeology, there are 7 main groups of ingredients. And so the first of those is protein. There are protein and amino acids in Shakeology, and that is important for your health because protein helps you build muscle, it helps wounds heal, it improves your skin, it does tons of important things for your body. So obviously it's important that this Shakeology, this nutritional supplement, has protein in it. And it has some of the most beneficial forms of protein and all of the other nutrient-dense ingredients that are in it. So some of the examples of protein that are in Shakeology are camu, goji berries, sprouted quinoa. All of this stuff is crazy good for you, really, really nutrient-rich. Shakeology also has vitamins and minerals in it. It actually has 23 total vitamins and minerals. And through the research that I have done, I found that there were 13 vitamins that are essential to our health, and Shakeology has all of them, which is unlike really any other nutritional supplement out there. Vitamins and minerals, we all know, are important for carrying out the chemical processes in the body, giving you energy, repairing your muscles. And some of the most common vitamins and minerals that are in Shakeology that we're all aware of: vitamins A, C, D, B1. It has folic acid, calcium, chromium, zinc. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals that are giving your body everything that it needs. In addition to vitamins and minerals, Shakeology also has antioxidants. So these are important nutrients because they reduce the oxidative stress or damage in your body. And that oxidative damage or stress in your body is one of the major causes of degenerative diseases like heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke. I don't know about you, but essentially all of those things are health conditions that run in my family. So part of my wellness journey and part of my focus on my health is combating all of that genetic junk that I carry around from my family. So by drinking a shake a day, it's not going to guarantee that I don't deal with any of those health issues, but it's a really good way to bolster my health and to prolong those things as long as I can. And I would much rather make the investment and spend the money up front to prevent future sickness than to pay on the back end when I'm not only paying in money for healthcare, but also losing time on my life, losing time with my family, not being able to enjoy my life to the fullest. So that's another big reason why I drink Shakeology. Green superfoods or phytonutrients are another awesome part of Shakeology. And these delicious nutrients are beneficial for boosting our immunity, fighting disease, detoxing the body, and slowing down aging. I don't know about you, but I would like to slow down my aging process, and these phytonutrients are a great way to do that. So a few of the examples of the phytonutrients that are in Shakeology are spirulina, wheatgrass, sprouted quinoa, again, is good for this, chlorella, so many things that honestly are things that you aren't going to get if you just go to the grocery store and try to make a shake on your own. And you know, the way that all of the ingredients in Shakeology are sourced is unbelievable. I mean, we found out this weekend at a major conference that Beachbody put together that they actually send quality assurance representatives to each of the locations where they source these foods or these nutrients across the world to ensure that they are the highest quality to be put into Shakeology. So that was pretty impressive to me. So adaptogens are the next group of nutrients that are found in Shakeology, and these ones are honestly my favorite. And as a mom, you'll probably see why as I explain it to you. So adaptogens are special herbs that are grown in harsh climates. So they have developed a nutrient profile that is reflective of that environment where they grow. So the adaptogens help your body adapt and protect it from stress. They also balance the endocrine system and the immune system. So for me as a mom, I don't necessarily have a lot of stress, but I have a lot of up and down moods with a little one. I don't always get as much rest as I need. And adaptogens help balance my mood. They help improve the way that I handle situations. So that's not only good for me, that's good for my baby, that's good for my husband, good for everybody. So a few of the adaptogens that you can find in Shakeology are ashwagandha, astragalus, and maca root. And so the next group of nutrients that are found in Shakeology are prebiotics and probiotics. So I'm going to break those down and talk about them each specifically, but you can group them together as one major group of nutrients. So prebiotics promote intestinal health and stimulate growth of the good bacteria in the gut. This is really important because we honestly, as a whole, eat way too much carbs and sugars. And carbs and sugars really eat away at the good bacteria in our gut, and that's what causes a lot of the intestinal issues that we see today. So these prebiotics work to flip that balance so that you have more of the good bacteria and less of the bad junk in there. So a couple of those prebiotics that are found in Shakeology are pea fiber, and yuccan root. And probiotics are that good bacteria in the intestines that promote healthy digestion. And I mentioned that my husband has been using Shakeology really since I started using it, and he is someone who deals with Crohn's disease. So he is well aware of digestive issues, of intestinal problems, and he, again, like I mentioned, within a couple of days I noticed a difference when I started Shakeology. Has told me numerous times how thankful he is that we found Shakeology as a solution for our health, because he notices a difference in the way that his intestinal tract and digestive system feels. So that just goes to show you and tell you how important it is to support your nutrition in an effective way. So the probiotics that are found in Shakeology, there's actually only one strain that can survive in the gut and really withstand that environment there, and it's Bacillus coagulans, and that is what's found in Shakeology, which is really unlike most other probiotic products on the market, because they use different strains that are not necessarily going to stand up in the environment of the gut, but the one found in Shakeology does. Then finally, Shakeology contains digestive enzymes that actually work to break down the food and improve your absorption of the nutrients in the foods that you're eating. So not only are you filling your body with way more nutrition by drinking Shakeology every day, you also are improving the way that your body absorbs the nutrients that you're consuming too. So that's pretty amazing. And the digestive enzymes, that are in Shakeology are amylase, bromelain, lactase, all those ACEs that you probably learned about in science class or health class are found in Shakeology. So hopefully with that all explained, with all of the different nutrients that we've talked about that are in Shakeology, you really understand that this option, this solution is way more than just a typical protein shake. That's not at all what it is. It's a nutritional meal replacement shake. So another thing that I really had to wrap my brain around before I decided to give Shakeology a go was the cost. And that's a question I get a lot when I'm talking to people about it, is it really worth the cost? So when we break it down, if you really think about, if you were to go to Kroger or Publix, wherever you do your grocery shopping, and purchase a healthy pre-made meal, or even to a restaurant and get a healthy pre-made meal, you would likely pay anywhere between $3 and $7. That's a pretty reasonable estimate. Well, Shakeology is $4.33 a shake or a meal. So when you compare it to those other healthy meals, it's pretty comparable. Let alone if you compare it to a Starbucks latte or something with no nutrition, but that's, the same cost or more. So compared to other healthy meals, it's pretty reasonable. Also, another thing that I had to personally think about was this wasn't something that I was just adding into our budget or adding into our monthly provisions, I guess, for lack of a better word, because Shakeology actually, like I've said, replaces a meal, it replaces a multivitamin, and it serves as a probiotic, all of which are things that you probably are doing for your health already. So you're not just adding this in addition, you're replacing all of those things with Shakeology. And not only that, but you're really upping the nutrition that you're giving your body from the meal that it's replacing, or even from the multivitamin or the probiotics that you probably are currently using. You're getting all of that in one place for one reasonable price when you compare it to other options. And honestly, I haven't done all of the math myself because that is not my strong suit. But if you were to break down each one of those ingredients that we talked a little bit about already, purchase each one of them separately, try to put them all together in a shake, you would spend more than $700. So if you compare that to Shakeology and how reasonably priced it is at its $4.33 price point, that is extremely reasonable. Plus, if you were doing that for yourself and trying to put together a shake with all of those nutrients, it probably wouldn't taste very good. Let's just put it that way. And then, another thing that I considered in the very beginning was this was something that was a bit of a stretch for our budget, but I felt like it was worth it. And so I have been able to offset the costs of our Shakeology with coaching by just helping 2 to 3 people each month. It completely covers the cost of our Shakeology. So that is always an option if that's something that you're interested in too. So in my opinion, Shakeology certainly is worth the cost when you compare it to what you're replacing and when you consider how it relates to other healthy meals that are comparable. Something else that I was in the back of my mind when I was considering Shakeology was, is this really just for weight loss? I told you I only had about 5 pounds to lose when I first started, and so if this was going to be something long-term, was it something that was just for weight loss, or was it going to be more than that? Well, again, from the research that I found, and then even, using it for over a year now, um, in all reality, weight loss is just a side effect of Shakeology. So when you're giving your body the right nutrients, the nutrients that your body needs to develop, to heal, to repair itself, then you are automatically going to have more energy. You're going to experience less cravings. You're going to feel better. So you are going to honestly just be more active and be able to lose weight. Not only that, but a lot of the ingredients that are in Shakeology are specifically designed to support those health concerns, some that we already talked about, that people struggle with. People who struggle with blood pressure issues, or excuse me, blood sugar, excuse me, blood sugar issues have been able to stabilize their numbers using Shakeology. And that is a huge component of weight loss, weight gain, all of that. Women who struggle with PCOS have huge benefits from getting plugged into consistently using Shakeology because of the nutrients that are in it and the properties of those nutrients that heal the body. So it's not just a weight loss shake. It's not just a protein shake. It's honestly a nutrition shake. That is what it's about. And so one of the last things that I really had to get over when I was deciding to just go for it and try Shakeology was the fact that I was just not a shake person. I just felt like I didn't want to just drink my food. That wasn't the type of person that I wanted to be. So if you are that person that just feels like, I'm not a shake person, that doesn't make sense to just drink your food, switch your thinking. For me, it became a fact that I'm a mom. A lot of times, if we were running out the door in the morning to get my daughter and I to our local moms meetup, or if we're headed to church, or whatever it is that we have to get out the door for in the morning, a lot of times that would mean I might grab a banana or I might not have breakfast at all. And especially when I was nursing my daughter, that is no way to start the morning. And so, the alternative of that is a lot of times, even if we're just at home, I get caught up in what I'm doing with my daughter and getting things done around the house, and I'll skip lunch because I just don't have time to sit down and fix something for me when I need to focus on my daughter and fix something for her and make sure she gets down for her nap and do all of those other things that I'm responsible for. So Shakeology is a quick solution. Yes, it's a shake, but it really has become a solution that works for me because I can whip it together in a couple of minutes. And that means that instead of grabbing those hunks of leftover peanut butter sandwich or the smushed grapes at the bottom of the bowl, I'm actually giving my body real nutrition, and I'm supporting my health when I do that. And when I take care of me, I'm able to better take care of my daughter, of my husband, of all of those other responsibilities that I have around me. So for me, it became that quick solution. Another way that I kind of wrapped my brain around not being a shake person was I learned that Shakeology isn't really like other options. It is made of whole foods that are preserved using this really unique process that makes it like dry juicing. So if you were to, again, gather up all those ingredients that are in Shakeology and run them through the juicer, that's essentially the benefit that you're getting from Shakeology, only you don't have to do all of that work. The creators of Shakeology have done that for us, thankfully, and they've made it taste delicious. So, if you're struggling with the concept or with the idea of Shakeology just being a powder that is and that's not something that you want to do. Just know that it's made of whole foods that have been preserved in a very specific way so that you are getting the absolute best nutrition out of all of those ingredients that go into Shakeology. And then honestly too, if you really still just cannot handle the texture of a shake or just can't wrap your mind around using Shakeology or drinking Shakeology as a shake, there are lots of other recipe options. There are Shakeology bars, there are energy bites that you can make with Shakeology. There are so many different recipes that you can make with Shakeology. You're still getting all of the benefits of the nutrition of it, but it would just be a different texture if that is the trouble that you have with drinking a shake. So I hope that answers some of your questions about Shakeology. That gives you a little bit of insight of my experience with it and what I have learned from the year that I've been using Shakeology. And honestly, like I said in the beginning, within just a couple of days, I experienced a huge difference in my energy levels, and those 5 pounds that I was struggling so much with. Once I started Shakeology, I was able to lose those 5 pounds in a matter of 2 weeks. So that just goes to show you what a difference good nutrition makes for your body. When you're giving your body what it needs, it's automatically going to start functioning better, and that results in improved energy, improved health, and even for many of us, that means weight loss. So what is your next step? Where do we go from here? Well, I want to give you 2 options. If you are interested in the benefits of Shakeology and what it could do for your health, then one option is to try Shakeology with a 7-day sampler. I can help you get plugged into that option, and you'd get to try all of the flavors of Shakeology, decide which flavor is best for you, and really just get plugged in to this level of nutrition. And the 7-day sampler is amazing for that, because really to see the benefits and to feel the benefits of Shakeology, you need to drink it consistently, meaning every day for at least 5 to 7 days. I personally, because I experienced a few of those benefits within just a couple of days, but to really see the full effects, you need to give it a trial period, if you want to call it that, of at least 7 days. So that is a great option. And with that sampler, I will walk you through that trial period. I'll share recipes and share tips on how to make it fit your tastes, and just encourage you along the way. And the other option, if you are ready to experience the full benefits of Shakeology, you know that this is something that you want to use to support your health and just to really support your wellness journey, then join me for a full challenge and try 30 days of Shakeology. I have a group that just opened up, and I'd love to get you plugged into the community there and just support you as you work on your health and as you take another step in your wellness journey. So if either of those options are something that you want to take advantage of, feel free to send me a message and we'll chat about all of the details that go into that. But as far as that is concerned, that is all I have for you. I just want to thank you for taking the time to join me and for considering the solution that Shakeology can actually be. If you have any questions remaining, feel free again to shoot me a message, and we can chat about what Shakeology can do for you. So I hope you have a wonderful night, and I look forward to chatting with you. And always make time to honor your health.